Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei MORTICIAN'S Tale und wir sind wieder zurück, wieder am Computer. Wir haben wieder einen Fall abgeschlossen und jetzt schauen wir wieder weiter in die Mails. From Matthew Jeffrey to Claire. Claire, I need a drink beer after work. P.S. Also, I really want mozzarella sticks. I can be both hungry and angry, and now I will not say hangry ever. Rules and Code of Conduct. Moment. Und ja, die Annie ist leider nicht mehr unsere Chefin. Jetzt haben wir irgendeinen anderen. Vom Chat Grant, der ist jetzt unser Chef, der hat zu der Firma, zu unseren Arbeitern geschrieben. Hello, I started in a previous email. Here are the new rules and code of conduct I expect you to follow from now on while on my premise belonging to Hillside Heritage Enterprise Inc. First and foremost, there is a required uniform and strict dress code from now on. Second, most importantly to this is that no tattoos are to be visible. If you have visible tattoos, ensure they are properly covered and hidden. Also bei uns zumindest, wir haben ja eins. When speaking with customers and clients, considers the opportunity to upsell, i.e. always encourage and deceased loved ones to purchase the higher quality package. We find that accompanying loved ones to think of the comfort and style of the deceased as an experience with no price limit on it. Additionally, food is no longer allowed to be brought in. Instead, encourage the deceased loved ones to purchase our premium sandwich and appetizer food package. Our partner catering concept provides high quality food that will be delivered weekly from their factory and can easily be defrosted the morning of the funeral. Expect all of the above changes to be instituted effect immediately. Ensure a smooth transition into the high quality service Hillside Heritage Enterprise Inc. is known for. Chat Grant. Chat Grant to Claire. Hello Charlotte, I have reviewed your request on behalf of a potential family inquiring if we at Hillside Heritage Enterprise Inc. can and will perform green burials. I should have informed you of this in the beginning, but we do not perform green funerals as they are not cost effective. All employees or subsidiaries of Hillside Heritage Enterprise Inc. must comply. We do not wish to lose potential customers through, so do try our hardest convince the families requesting green burials to instead choose a traditional burial package complete with embalming, caskets and vaults. Instead, I trust you will ensure we do not lose a customer, Charlotte. I just saw a video of a gorilla walking on its hind legs like a human being. Charlie, a human being? We as a special have seen the beginning of our end. Okay, 24. März. The appeal of our home funeral is apparent for many, especially if the deceased was somebody very close to you. The idea of keeping them at home until they are ready to be buried or cremated can be comforting. It wasn't that long ago that we were taking care of our own disease, but no waits. People are quick to pass off their loved ones to a funeral home. Most families aren't given the option and assume this is mandatory. Funeral homes will almost always prepare the deceased using embalming and other methods to make them appear more alive. But isn't this process counterintuitive to the grieving process? Being around the deceased allows to breathe, to spend a longer period of them with their loved ones' body, which can help them mourn or give opportunities to families, members and friends to see the deceased one last time before they are taken to be buried or cremated. The idea of keeping the deceased's body at home might sound gross, but it's important to understand that decomposition takes a long time, and you can further slow this process by keeping your home cool and dry. To be around your loved ones and to see them decay naturally is an important part of the grieving process. Home funerals aren't just more intimate, but they are ecumenical. A traditional funeral, complete with body preparation, service, flowers, cards, and many other hidden costs and fees, can cost upwards of $7,000 to $10,000 when you are able to take care of your loved one yourself, to wash and dress them, and to organize their viewing from home. The only cost remaining is entering the cremation of burial itself. However, it's important to understand that different rules apply given on what state you live in. In all states, it is legal to have your loved one's body at home after they die. States like Alabama, Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Michigan, Nebraska, New Jersey, and New York require funeral directors' involvement from signing the death certificate to overseeing burial or cremation. If this is a route you decide to go for yourself or your loved ones, make sure follow everything by the book, but just know that this is maybe an option available to you and your loved ones if you chose. I'm proud to announce the Hillside Heritage Enterprise Inc. received a contract with the city to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. This is an important revenue stream for us, as I'm sure I don't need to explain to you, Charlotte. Although Hillside Heritage Enterprise Inc. is being paid a decent wage from the city of these services, cremation is preferred here as it is the more cost-efficient of two options. The first unclaimed body we will be handling belonged to a middle-aged man, possibly homeless, whose body has yet to be claimed. No special preparations are needed for this cadaver aside from cremation. Chat Grant. I will take care of it. Was wäre, wenn einfach, ja, habe ich keinen Bock drauf, nur da steht. Alter, was machen wir dann? Wer macht's dann? So 8 Minuten gelesen. Come on, let's just worry about putting in a coffin with him. Brother wanted to take a coffin. So, das brauche ich alles gar nicht mehr lesen, weil da kenne ich mich aus. Bei einem Hauptteil kenne ich mich aus, aber beim Lesen, Alter, ist das gut, wenn man einfach nur lesen, ein bisschen schonen kann. Und das war's schon wieder. Alter, und jetzt wieder lesen. Alter. Wie lange kann ich denn jetzt noch die Folge hier machen? 20 Minuten. Keine Leute. Scheint nicht so wichtig, vielleicht für einige. Oder nee, wie war das? Ich glaube, der Chef, der wollte das nicht mehr. Der hat ja eine komplett neue Verordnung gemacht. 9. April. Der hat eine komplett neue Verordnung gemacht. Alter, ich vermisse ihn nicht so sehr. Guck mal, wir haben ja ein Tattoo. Hey, this Chat Rose. Hello all. We are thrilled to announce the Hillside Heritage Enterprise Inc. subsidiary Rose and Daughters just signed a contract with Morning Valley Hospital, allowing us access to all of the cadavers that come through their pediatric and maternity wards. We are excited for the opportunity to work with Morning Valley Hospitals, which intake over 100,000 patients and receives over 15 million in funding and donations annually. This will not be born for Hillside Heritage Enterprise Inc. bright and sunset future. Chat from Matthew Jeffrey to Claire. Isn't officially I've put in my 2 weeks notice. You know how unhappy I am working from mega corporations one-on-one. My skills, especially my driving ones, are used for in other professions. I'm not worried about myself, but I am worried about. You are too good for this corporate scum. You actually care about the people you work with and for. Don't let them defeat you, okay? Matthew J. Yes, I will bring beers over next week. We can talk a bit more freely. Also, macht sich Sorgen uns. I kissed her. Dating a special effects make-up artist, and she is like the coolest person I've ever met in my life. She totally loves Ava's profession and was regularly freaked out by the possession scenes, but utterly delighted at the idea of a support group for people who have been posed. That was your best recommendation in a while, Claire. You were slipping there. I was getting worried you had lost your taste. But yeah, her name is Lily, and she is super deaf positive and isn't freaked out by my work, and also isn't too into it like that last dude I saw. Jason, Michael, guy I can't remember. I just really like spending time around her. I can talk about whatever I want, and it's never a conversation stopper. Kone? She also totally gets what I mean when I say that, like working with that and spending so much time thinking about death actually makes me happier. It makes everything else feel so much more worth it, you know. Memento Mori or whatever they taught us in that poetry class we took. We just clicked. Feels good, fun and affirming, like dating should be. I'm thinking of taking her to Maple Meadows. She's super into roller coaster, and I think the idea of sharing cotton candy, or maybe not, I don't want to throw up, or the riders is sickeningly cute. Then maybe I will kiss her on top of her Ferris. We'll be super corny and clinch for once in my life. Anywho, enough about me for now. I'm still kind of in shock from your last email. Do you think you are going to do it? You know, you have my support 100% no matter what you decide. Bald werden wir inzwischen nicht sehr beerdigen. We can all interfere different things, like flameless cremation, a bit of an oxymoron, but we will let it slide. Or perhaps more commonly, resummation. Its technical name for is actually a calamine hydrolysis. Whatever we want to call it, it's here, and it's an environmentally friendly alternative to traditional cremation. But for the sake of this newsletter, let's call it water cremation. We all know that traditional cremation and burials take a huge toll on the environment. The high energy consumption that adds to the greenhouse gas effect being one of the chief amongst them, and water cremation is an alternative method available for the eco-conditions amongst. How does it work? It's basically a water-based chemical process that uses really strong alkali in water heated up very high, about 350 F. It basically works like a speed up version of natural decomposition. The excess water gets put through the same water treatment process as any sewage water at a factory, and alkaline hydrolysis uses significantly less energy the traditional cremation process need, huh? It's been around for a bit, and in some places become legal around the end of the first decade of the aughts. Not a bad alternative for those who don't want their death to have any greater impact of the environment than necessary. Home funeral for my wife. Charlotte, I see you were not able to convince the Dimka family to take a standard funeral. I had to contact them myself in order to not to lose the sale. Please read the enclosed emails for a lesson on how to properly upsell potential customers. I don't want to see that we've lost any customers because of your refusal upsell. This is part of your job. Weil wir müssen jetzt selber diese Jobs hier suchen und alles. Register Business. Das National Renew Agency. Warum ist der Tab offen? What is your business? Enter keyword and select the best match. Funeral service. Register your business 11 permits. If you are interested in starting a funeral service business, you may need the following permits and license. First, article of incorporation. The application must file article of incorporation BCA Form 1 with Central Production and Verification Service branch in order to incorporate. Second, registration of a business name of a corporation. To register a business name for a corporation under the Business Name Act, the applicant must complete a BNA form to receive a master business license. 3. Organization of a sole proprietorship generic partnership. The applicant must complete a BNA Form 1 with Central Production and Verification Service branch to register a business name for sole proprietorship general partnership under the Business Name Act. Okay, hier geht's aber dann nicht mehr weiter. Okay. Dear Mr. Dimka. Hä? Aha. Das ist ein bisschen längerer Verlauf. Okay. Dear Mr. Grant. Okay, well, I take the traditional funeral. Achso, warte mal. Müssen wir von unten. Dear Mr. Grant. Regretting the last time we spoke, my daughters and I would still prefer to host a home funeral ourselves and keep my wife here until she's ready to be buried. I just want to make sure she's taken care of. Her heart attack was so sudden, we don't know what to do. We just want to make sure she has a proper send off. Thanks, Coffee Dimka. Wieso scrollt er eigentlich runter? Hä? Ich kann ja mal hochscrollen. Mr. Dimka, understand your desire to keep your wife at home, but I assure you the best way to honor your wife is through a traditional funeral package instead. I promise you, your wife's funeral with us will be a beautiful, intimate gathering where all of her beloved friends and family can come together and say their goodbyes. A standard embalming will allow for everyone to view your wife, ensuring that everyone can see her on final time as she was, beautiful, peaceful and courteous. Letting us take care of the food with our prepared food service will ensure you don't have a single thing to worry about on this day. You and your daughters are going through a hard time right now. Let us here at Rose laws and daughters make a difficult time a little easier for you. Dear Mr. Grant, okay, we will take the traditional funeral package. Thank you for considering us this hard time. Best Coffee Dimka. So kurz was trinken. Okay. Passt alles gut. This family has asked for the open casket funeral. Let's start by cleaning. So cleanen. Ja, die Poster sind ja abgedeckt. Okay. Das war das nee, das war ja das. Ach ja. Endlich kann man sich ein bisschen mal ausruhen. Bei so längeren Patienten mache ich das gerne. Kann man ein bisschen die Fresse halten. Von dieser Musik genießen. Das ist. So. Ja, hier sind wir Leute, okay. Das viel so im Personal. She would have hated this. Yeah, but I don't know. They must have had their reasons. Oh, hey, what did you think of the trailer I sent you? Oh yeah, I've heard that. Sure, I saw good. I saw that video of the one kid actor doing Karaoke. Okay, die reden halt was anderes. I'm starving. Why does this things always makes me so hungry? You're always hungry. It's so cold in here. I think they have their air condition on too high. Yeah, let's go for a walk later. It's really nice out. Would be good to stretch my legs. Do you think we did the right thing? Feel bad not doing what mom asked for. I know, honey, but that chat guy said seems right. We don't want to dishonor her memory by letting her rot. Sniffs. Yeah, I just want mom to know I loved her. Wish I hadn't yelled at her before. Shh, it's okay. She knew you loved her. Fights happened. Please don't be hard on yourself. Yeah, I'm going to miss her. Me too. August der 30. 9 Uhr. Wo sind wir jetzt? Neues Büro. Neue Einrichtung. Claire, dear, I'm so proud of you. I knew there was something special in you when I heard you for Rose and Daughters. If there is anything I can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask. I'm always happy to help. Best wishes, Annie Rose. Wir sorry miss you and Matthew's terrible sense of humor. Aber finde ich super, dass die mal wieder schreibt, endlich mal. Fühlt man sich wieder viel besser aufgehoben. Claire, hey, Claire. When I first became a hearse driver, I was told that my most important job wasn't steering, it was sympathizing. I respectfully disagree and thankfully I concentrate on my driving school since I'm now working as a, wait for it, bus driver, a school bus driver. Clary, can you believe that? Pretty sure if I say the most important part of my job now wasn't steering, I'd be fired immediately. I didn't know how else to tell ya. For some reason I was worried you'd think less of me, but I don't know why. You've never been the judgmental kind. And besides, corpses are very easier to deal with than children. Screaming children, might I add. I actually loved it. These kids can be pretty cute, but don't tell Emmy that I told you that. She was always harping on me for not having any kids for me as cynical about them. Congrats on your new business, Charlie. I'm proud of you. I will swing by your new place one day and show you my new wheels. Maybe we can grab a bit to eat. Be seeing ya, Matthew. Congratulations on your new business. Wir sind in einem neuen Geschäft. Claire, I am so happy for you. I know it's been a rough year for you. Seriously, I think your wine intake saw a bezellation % increase, but you've stuck through. It's like a champ. You deserve this. Finally being your own boss is a great move for you. No more having to explain anything you don't want to. I'm trying to not to be too cheesy right now. Can't wait to be home next week for our visit and to check out your new space. Always, Jen L. P.S. Have you heard about these green burial pots? When I find them, their link in my 1 million open tabs, I will shot it over to you. Magnolia Forest. Ja, komm, das lesen wir noch. Magnolia Forest, Funeral Home and Natural Burial Park. Our service. Magnolia Forest, named after the magnolia trees that surround the funeral home. Specialize in our home funerals and green burials in our natural burial park. Our goal is to empower families and encourage them to have a closer relationship with death and the dying process. The death of a loved one can be confusing and sometimes traumatic time, and we want you to feel fully involved in your loved ones' death care decisions. Whatever you are looking to care for your loved one from the comfort of your home, be present during their cremation or bury them is our natural cemetery. Magnolia Forest is here to work with you and provide these simple but intimate and magnoliful options. Natural Burial Park. Our natural burial park allows the body to return to the earth and recycle naturally. It is intended as an environmentally sustainable alternative to existing funeral practice. Our park has room for bodies of all sizes and ages, as well as the beloved pets. Families also have the option to bury their loved ones themselves if they so chose. Price. We believe in being transparent about our price and practice. We are happy to explain all of our prices, work within your budget, and hope to make you feel comfortable and confident in your decisions. Let us know if we can answer any of your questions. Home funeral, $1,000. All inclusive green burial and services, $2,250. For adults, all inclusive. Direct cremation, $600. All inclusive. Events are buried at no charge. We can provide a free plot and help opening and closing the grave. Okay. Kurz trinken. From Ellen Hansen to Claire. Dear Claire, today is the day already, isn't it? I can't believe how quickly this has come up. Thank you for your understanding and for the work you've made today easier already. See you at 1 p.m. Best, Ellen Hansen. I will see you soon. Okay. Aha. Magnole fast. This hurts. I thought it'd be easier. Oh, Errungenschaft Chatty Clary. It'd be easier, but it's not. It hurts so much, but thank you for helping me give her the funeral she always wanted. Anyway, I think we're ready to get started now. Errungenschaft freigeschaltet. Rest in peace. A MORTICIAN'S Tale. Ach, das war's. Our friends and families. Das ist auch schön. Tja, und schon sind wir wieder im Menü. Also ich kann nur sagen, das Spiel ist super. Ich meine, wie viele Folgen habe ich jetzt aufgenommen? 4, 5 Folgen? Die werde ich jetzt alle noch hochladen und dann gehe ich echt zu Bett. Weil meine Stimme, ich glaube, die will mich auch. Ich will mich heute auch selber nicht mehr hören. Also ich muss sagen, das Spiel ist super. Ich werde eine positive Bewertung lassen. Es ist ein ziemlich schnelles Spiel. Es gibt 3 Achievements, zweimal jetzt bekommen. Der eine war, glaube ich, da musste man irgendwie dieses Spiel, glaube ich, schaffen oder sowas. Das war dann, was man da spielen. Ich habe da keine Ahnung. Aber auf jeden Fall, ich fand's super. Ich habe eher gedacht, es wird schlimmer, dass wir uns umbringen oder sowas. Weil ich habe gedacht, sie wird dann irgendwie so anders, weil sie muss immer wieder diese Leute da sehen. Und sie weiß auch die Hintergrundgeschichte von denen. Und deswegen habe ich gedacht, da wird irgendwas kommen, aber Gott sei Dank ist es nicht so gekommen. Ganz im Gegenteil, er ist es sehr gut ausgegangen. Happy End. Ja, also wer das Spiel spielen möchte, verlinkt ist es sowieso. Ich bedanke mich fürs Zuschauen und wir sehen uns beim nächsten Spiel wieder. Ich glaube, es wird wieder GTA kommen, weil ich muss ja noch GTA auch weiterspielen, ne? Ja, danke fürs Zuschauen und bis zum nächsten Mal wieder. Tschüss.